So in 1998, we're in the studios were Shepperton in England, you know, the famous studios. And we're shooting what became an $800,000 music video. I tried to get this concept that I had in mind off the ground, and I couldn't find anybody, and eventually you settled on these guys from England. But the budget came in at $800,000, but we were so big at the time, they greenlit it remarkably. The quick version of the concept was, I think we built somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 12 sets. So think of it like a big U, or U, and then we would move through the different sets like this, and the camera would just follow us along. So there was like a Roman bath set, a vampire's lair.
God, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. What was the song?
Ava Adore is the name of the song.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, but here's what you triggered in my memory, and I think this is a beautiful way to wrap it up. Because you're right about when you walk through that set, but at other times you got to, like I had to walk through that set, but here's my version of it. So they had this idea, and it was a technique that people were using at the time, which was if they sped and slowed up the music, you would get like you were moving in slow motion, or you would get like you were hyperactive. But in order to do it at the time, they'd have to speed the track up, and then the camera would go with it, and then if they slowed the track down. Well, we had over 100 extras on set, all in costume.
Whoa.
Okay? As you know, like this type of thing, the call time was 8 a.m. for all the extras. By maybe 5 p.m., the clock's running out. We haven't shot a single take. So the natives are growing restless, right? And you can see people getting really nervous, you know, over time. So we did a, I think we did like a first take, and you know, we thought we were going to shoot 10 of these, and then, but my whole thing was it was going to be a one-taker. So everything had a line up. I was going to
ask you that. It was one continuous take.
Yes. This was my idea, but translated through their vision. And what made it not work was the speeding up and slowing down. That was what caused the technical delay. So by the time we shot the first take, the people in the stands around us, it was kind of a Coliseum feel, were grousing, audibly showing displeasure, going out of character on screen. But in that, something happened where they reached a point with the camera where I can't remember what it was. I think it was an accident, and maybe because they thought it was a test take. The camera operator swung the camera around, and you saw the entire set just for one moment. So we watched the test take, and they're like, we got 7 more minutes. And I'm like, but I got to see this at least one time to at least tweak it so we have a chance to get the video we're paying $800,000 for. So they freaked out that the camera operator in some reason had swung the camera, and you saw the entire set, the train tracks, the crew with the coffee. And they started, and I said, no, leave it. So now with the clock running, they're arguing with me. No, you can't have this break the fourth wall moment in your video. And I said, it's my video, and I think it's perfect because it shows the complete artifice of this entire exercise.
Great.
So we only had time for one more take. Okay? By that point, I literally got on a microphone and I begged this, not an audience, 100 extras, please, we have one more take. Behave yourselves. You're embarrassing yourselves. And as a result of the day and the way they've been treated, and they didn't get enough sandwiches, there were people literally turning their backs to the camera as the camera was coming by. Right? So you have to look very carefully for it. You get the fourth wall reveal, which is, to me, is my favorite moment of the whole video. I'm not even in it, but you get that one moment. And then the camera swings around, and when we get to the kind of the back end of the continuous sets, there's like the Roman scene, and there's people with their backs to me, and there's people audibly telling me, "F you," as the take's going by. So I turn my back, and I'm flipping off the crowd, like, go f yourself, as the last take's happening, and that's the take.
Oh my God!
You don't see me do it. You just see me turn and be like,
yeah, great story.
And that's it. That's the take.
Well, we'll be right back with Billy Corgan after these words.
The Mickey and Billy Show.
Mickey and Billy Show.
Thank you, Mickey. That was great.